going to be needing floor space, you can kind of have your mat folded off to one side, and we will start with those shoulder rolls. Little elbow action, bigger moves, pull the belly button in, lift and extend. And then we'll just step touch. In a moment, we're going to take 2 to the left in 4, 3, here you go. Got a little hamstring curl on the end if you want. And if you want, or if you can, on the next one, we'll add 3 hamstrings. So inner leg, outer leg, inner leg, and then go. In, out, in, and go. One more each way. And just hamstring curls only. Hands to your side. Let's turn those palms down and press back. Tricep extension as you curl. Good. And then keep those arms going. Turn it into a knee lift. And those arms kind of go up and down as you do that. And then arms are going to stay up and up and over you go. Little crisscross of the knee across your body. And again, we'll stay on the left and double time it in 4, 3, 2, here you go. One more. Last one, step touch. And then we'll take 2 to the right in 4, 3, 2, here you go. Adding a hamstring curl if you want. And then we're going to add those 3 curls. One more each way. And we'll leave it at hamstrings here and do a little bicep curl. Palms face the sky. Elbows locked into your side. Good. Hands on your hips. Turn that hamstring curl into a knee lift. Arms up, elbows a little higher than your wrists. Give me a squeeze. Posture muscles. And then arms up and down and up and over. In a moment, we will stay on the right and double time in 4, 3, 2, here you go. Two more, or 4 more. 2 and 1. Step touch. Give me a little dip in the middle and then come down. Hands on your thighs. Roll through that cat stretch. Inhale through your turkey. Exhale cat. Inhale turkey. And one more cat. One more turkey. Shoulders out of your ears. Press that left leg open. Look over your right. Back through center, other way. One more time, first direction. And the other. Good deep breath in. Exhale, gently bring that down. All right, find your slippery item underneath your right leg. ball of the foot, toes on that slippery item. Left leg is going to bend, and we're going to just glide forward and back. You can add arms if you want. Do more. Beautiful. Then we're going to do that same thing to the side. Weight stays on your left leg. Reach it out to the right. Again, adding arms if you want. You could make a little lateral deltoid raise, tip those thumbs down as you go out to the side. Come on back, babe. Thank you. Welcome. Last two here. Beautiful. And now we're going to slide that left leg forward, right leg back behind you. Try and stay tall through your spine. You have to hinge a little, but try and make it more of a sit down into that left leg and glide up. Sit down into that leg and glide up. You can always add a lift of your arms, a single arm or both, as you go back for a little more intensity. Two more. Beautiful. Last one. And then we'll take a quick stretch with that left leg over the right, hand on your right hip, arms up and over, hips go way, stretching over. And back to center. All right. And then we're going to bring that slippery item underneath your left foot, weight on your right, glide into it, toes come forward, sitting down in that imaginary single chair that only allows space for one side of you. You can add arms if you want. Just two more. Beautiful. Same thing, here we go, off to the side, weight on that right leg, lengthen out to the left and in. Arms if you want, you can make that little deltoid raise if you like. Hey, welcome back. Two more here. Last one. All right, and now we move that slippery item, your disc, to the back. Right leg steps forward. Again, you're sitting into that imaginary chair as that leg goes back. You can stretch those arms up if you like. And bring that up. Right leg over left, hand on your left hip, push the hip up and over, right arm goes the other way. All right. So actually we're going to do a little, let's give our upper body a quick little jolt before we go into more lower body. So palms are down. I'm going to start this one, but with a little strain on my pec. I'm not going to do this, but elbows come backwards and then straighten up. So it's a little tricep or Pilates push up. So you're trying to get your elbows to glide along your rib cage. The whole body moves as a nice straight unit. And your goal is 15 to 16, please. When you reach that last one, Bring your left elbow across the chair and lift your right arm up and get a beautiful stretch across. You can flex through the palm. You can roll it the other way. And then let's reverse. And bring it up. All right. So that last move that we did a moment ago is what we're going to add, but with the chair this time, so we can get into a deeper, and a 90-degree is our goal, angle stretch or work, sorry. So step forward with your left leg. Your right foot is on that slippery item. You're going to do your best to have that left foot ahead so that as you drop back, your knee doesn't come very far forward, but you come down into maybe a 90-degree angle with that leg if you can. And then you drag back really slowly, and that should give that left glute and hamstring a lot of love. So you're going to reach back, sit down into it, slide it forward. You might end up using your arms and hands a little bit, but just be aware of how much can you do it without? And then you have to figure out, well, which do you want? Do you want a bigger range of motion and you have to use your arms a little bit more? Small range of motion, maybe you don't have to use them as much. You figure that part out or alternate. Last one, we're going to reach it back, come into that stance, come halfway in and out, just sort of that middle place. And relax. You can step off of the slippery item. Weight stays on your right leg, left leg, ankle across. Sit into it. You can lean on your chair, but stick your booty out, not rounded. And then just maybe take a little shake side to side, rounding and extending. And bring that up. All right. Okay. Other way. Your slippery item is under your left foot. Right leg forward. Grow tall through your spine. You're going to see if you can drop back and get a 90-degree angle in that right knee. And then again, you're pulling yourself up. You figure out, do you sacrifice a little range of motion to use just your leg? Or you get that full range of motion, but maybe you have to use those hands a little bit. Chest is up. Last one, stretch it out, halfway in, out, and in. Woo! Bring that up. Weight on your left leg, right leg, ankle goes across, tailbone out. Round it and extend it. And bring that up. All right. So now we're going to go back to that side angle with a little variation. So, here, let me switch that around. Once again, the slippery item is underneath your right foot. Left foot is going to come forward and on a little bit of an angle. Right leg is going out and back. And I've got it in turnout so that as I come in, I'm going to use a little bit of inner thigh. So it's not quite it's not directly out to the side, it's on that angle between going straight back and to the side. Welcome. Guess I'm not using that chair anymore, am I? And last one, bring it up. You're gonna do the same thing with the other leg. I'll be turning sideways so as not to disrupt the cat world. So again, standing tall, other foot, right foot is slightly turned out, left leg lunges, not just to the side and not straight back, just on that angle. Just a couple more. All right, and bring that up. Woo, shake that out. All right, and now, now we're gonna go back to that forward one. So, let's see. Right foot is on that. And then we're just gonna get as deep as we can, stay there, and just it's a little glide in and out. So this right leg isn't doing as much, but that left hip, hopefully. You're getting a little bit of hamstring curl. If you wanted a little more, you put the whole foot down. And you're polishing your floor at the same time. Just two more. Bring that up. Take that left leg, bend the right knee, turn toward that left leg, long straight line in your body. Maybe roll those toes up and roll them out. Roll them back up again and roll them in. And then come on up. And now that slippery item goes underneath your left toes, or if you found you like that hamstring curl, you can switch that up immediately. We slid into it and we just pull back, right? If that's enough, that's fine. Or you can put the whole foot on there. If you want to be mean to yourself, you can just drag the heel. Almost there. And bring that up. Whee! All right. Bend that left knee, stretch that right leg out. Lift those toes up to roll them out. And lift them up to roll them in. And bring that up. All right. Okay, we're not heading completely to the ground, or maybe we sort of are. So we're going to try that high plank to start with. Both feet are going to be on the slippery item. It's going to be a pike plank. All right, so we'll start, as I said, high planks, which means that your arms are straight. And then again, those feet are on your slippery item. You find your beautiful plank. And then you're going to look down at your toes, pull your belly button in to initiate the movement, roll up into your pike. So slide it out and slide it in. As you slide it out, try not to let the belly sink. So find your good plank and then up you go. And we're all coming down. Okay. So we'll take a break. We're going to come back to that in the low plank position. For now, however, if whether your mat's folded in half or quarter or whatever, you're going to let your body be on the mat and your feet be off the mat. You can bring your arms out to the side, take a moment, and then let's just do single leg to start with. So put the slippery item underneath your left foot. Bring your hands back down now by your sides, palms face down. And you're going to press into that right foot to lift your hips in a bridge. And then maybe hover your hands. And then that left leg is going to go in and out. It's not a straight leg, right? It's just that hamstring curl from about maybe 20 degrees on each side of 90 or 10 degrees. This is not my forte or my fort. 2 more. And then relax. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh, hug it in. Should give you a nice stretch where you just worked. Maybe pull those legs a little to the right. And then we'll switch legs. So right foot is on your slippery item, hands by your side. Press up into your bridge, hover your hands, and drag that leg, or excuse me, that slippery item in and out. Trying to keep those hips up. And relax. Again, we'll cross the right ankle over, thread the needle, bring those legs in, and a little to the left. And then relax. So this next set, we're going to try double legs. The range of motion may get a little bit smaller. Press the hands into the mat, lift up into your bridge, lift your toes so just your heels are on the item, dragging in and out. Keep the knees together to really get those medial hamstrings. And relax. Woo, stretch the legs out, stretch those arms overhead. Bend the left knee, bring the right knee in, grab behind your hamstring, pull it in a little, and then reach and flex. Heel to the sky, see how close you can get your knee so you start really getting that hamstring stretch, but try and keep that heel pressed to the ceiling also. And then right foot on the ground, left leg comes in, same thing. And relax for a moment, and then that next round of planks, this time on your forearms. So you'll be upper body on the mat, lower body on your duster. And hands in parallel, please. Lift it up, find your plank. You are welcome to just hold the plank or look down, glide it in, and glide it out. And relax. Woo! Let's roll over onto our spine. You can unfold your mat either halfway or all the way to this point. And hug both knees in. Get some low back love, maybe almost like a happy baby rock side to side. Beautiful. Feet come down on the ground. Take a moment, reach your arms overhead, stretch it out, and then grab hold of your right leg, walk the left one ahead. Use that right one to help lift yourself up, seated position. And then find your sit bones on that mat. Pull the glutes out from under you so you're sitting tall. Take that slippery item underneath your right hand. And let's stay tall for now, but just rotate open and close. Then as you feel okay with it, you can rotate a little further so you actually lean back, but make sure the lean is a hinge, not a rounding. Try and keep your knees together, by the way, and hips aligned, and bring that back up. And then that comes into your left hand, sitting up nice and tall. Again, starting with just that rotation without the hinge. And then if you want to add that hinge, again, it's just a hinge, not a curl back. And relax. All right. Side planks with the slippery item, and then we're almost done with Mr. Slippery. That doesn't sound right, sorry. All right, so elbow underneath your shoulder, take a moment to press it back, lift up out of it. Okay, so we're gonna start. We have a couple of variations, and you find out, you may know by now, skipping these two and going straight to this one. The first one I'm gonna do, my bottom leg is on the ground, top foot is on the slippery item, come up in your plank, and it'll just be a little tiny move, but when you lift, when you glide it, lift the hip, right? So I have to bend that top knee a little bit, make sure the hip comes up with it. Just two more, and relax, because then we're gonna reverse it. So now I'm gonna put my bottom foot on it, top leg is gonna be in front, lift up, and now it's that bottom leg. It can probably stay straight. And again, that front leg's going to have to bend, but make sure the hip gets some action. And then next option, top leg in front of the bottom one. Come on up in your side plank, and it's a glide and a down. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, if it's too much on the shoulders, just hold a side plank, right? Don't need to upset and ruin our shoulders for the next couple weeks. That's a tough one. And then when you've had enough on that side, we're going to the other side. I'm going to do those three, yeah. But again, if you know which one was okay for you and which one was a little much, perhaps on your shoulders, go right back to that. Otherwise, bottom leg is straight, top leg is on your slippery item, lift up in your, oh goodness, sorry. Not been drinking. I don't even have my slippery item going the right way. You guys know what's going on. Top leg is on the slippery item. There you go. As you drag it in, you might need to bend your knee, but you also want to make a lift of the hips there. Do as many as you want on that side. Move the slippery item to the bottom leg. Find it, little lift. Again, don't hurt your shoulder. And then final option would be top leg in front of the bottom one, small movement. Or just hold it. Or let the dog do it. And whenever you are ready, come on down. As I said, I think this is the last thing that we'll really use the slippery item for, getting some beautiful extension. So come on over onto your abs with the slippery item out front. Your head will be towards the front of your mat, please. Okay. So as always, legs are straight. You might want to point your toes, lift, engage those quadriceps so the toes are pressed down, but the knees are lifted. Press your pubic bone, both sides equally into the ground, and lift the belly button. And then your slippery item is out front. Deep breath in. You're going to raise your head parallel with the ground the tiniest bit. And then all I want is shoulder movement. Arms stay straight, gliding in and out. Shoulders slide down your spine, press out, slide down and press out. So this is just that upper back movement. Two more. And relax for a moment. Maybe bend those knees, windshield wiper. And then back to that same position. We'll start with that shoulder glide, but then we'll press up a little. Think about the upper back arch more than that lower back, and then down. Shrug, slide, and lift. Come down on your exhale, prepare on your inhale. Don't forget, pubic bone and toes are pressing down, kneecaps and belly button are lifted up. And relax. And let's go ahead and flip over onto our spine, please. Hug those knees in. And take a little break. Feet down, arms extend overhead. Let's crisscross at the elbows. Bring the soles of your feet together. Pass a little full body opening here. And then reach down with your hands and press those knees back together. We're going to lift them in tabletop and go into our single leg alternating arms and legs. So right leg, left arm, stretch and reach, abs pulled in, inhale, center. Exhale, stretch, reach, inhale, center. Last two. And hug those knees in, roll them around, bring them tabletop. Hands on your ribs, deep breath in. Exhale, pull them down. Staple the belly button to the spine, toe touch. As always, you can do a pointed toe. You can do a flexed heel. You can squeeze both knees together for double leg toe touch. You can do double leg heel flex. The name of the game is there's nothing changing here in your abs. Low back stays the same distance. You can pivot your ankles together, toes apart, and you can go long lever, straight legs, single, or double. So find out which one of those is working best for you today. Some days your body says, I need to be more gentle. Some days it wants more challenge. And relax. We're going to walk those feet wide apart. Let the right knee drop in while the left leg drops open. Feel a beautiful stretch all the way down from your right knee to your right hip. And then use that right hand, guide that right hip back down, back to center, and then let the left knee drop in. Again, feeling that stretch from the knee to the hip. Use that left hand, press down on that left hip, pull everything back to center. And one more time, we'll drop the right knee in and back up, left knee in. And then we're going to hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side, put the left foot on the ground. Let's hug that right knee up and over towards the left shoulder. We're just going to hold this here. And then bring that over to the right and let it flip open and just rest gently. A little bit different than our typical thread the needle. It's just resting there so you can press it away. And then we're going to bring it back to center one more time. This time it comes into the shoulder. Grab those toes. And let's rotate through the ankle, either circles or side to side, point flex, whatever would feel good. And then you slowly begin to straighten that leg. You might get a little bouncing. And bring that to center. Grab the back of the hamstring, point, flex, rotate. Left leg stretches out, flex through that heel. Press the right leg against the left hand or both hands. And then release that. Take a moment, maybe the leg comes a little closer. Flex and press. And again, release that. Arms into a T, big circle, both ways. And then leg comes down. And we'll just take a couple moments, see if that right hip flexor might feel more open and flat to the ground. Leg may feel longer. And then we'll bend both knees again. We're going to hug that left knee in. And again, we're going to pull it gently across towards the right side and just hang out here for a bit. And then we pivot it open the other way and press it away. Then we'll bring it in, hug it in, knee down, fingertips grab those left toes, get movement through those toes. And then slowly start to stretch that out. And back to center, getting movement through the toes or the ankle. Stretch the right leg out on the ground, flex through the left heel, and press that leg into the hands, but resist. Release, maybe it comes a little closer. Flex again through that heel and press. And release. Big circle in the air with your toe one way and the other. And then lay that leg down. Take a moment. And then drag both legs in. Right ankle will cross over the left thigh. Press it open. And then let's slide it a little more so the right knee is over the hip. And then reach for the left. So it'll be a more closed up, more isosceles triangle with your legs. And then pull that leg all the way across and hug in and over to the left. Right arm off to the side, either in cactus arms or straight out. Keep pulling the knees up and over to the left. You can hold at any point, or you can let them rotate. Back to center, uncross, and then left ankle over. And again, we're going to glide it a little further so the left knee is over the hip. Triangle is long and tall, isosceles, and then reach for that shin. And then knee over knee. Pulling it up and over to the right, stopping whenever you want. Feeling that good stretch, you're always welcome to go full twist. And then when you're ready, meet me on your hands and knees, please. And then we'll just undulate forward and back in our cat turkey. And then walk it back. Press your legs out. And then press up into your dog. Maybe pedal those heels out if that would feel good. Wide stance. Bend your knees and walk it back. Hands on your thighs. Roll cat. Inhale cow or turkey. Big deep breath in. And curtsies. Thank you guys.